situation with the 15-year-old girl, Celeste Rivas. How do you think this is going to end up?
You know, this is the crazy thing. I really don't know much about it. Really don't know much about the situation other than they found a girl in his car and the car was on the street, it was towed, whatever it may be. But the crazy thing about it is I have a 13-year-old son, just turned 13.
Huh.
He's heavy into TikTok, right? And he watches TikTok a lot because he plays soccer and he looks for moves. The other day I'm in the car, we driving to his game, and he's telling me the story. As a 12, 13-year-old, he was like, Dad, you know, he actually wrote in his records about him doing the crime and him telling on himself and this, that, and the other. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. And they found the girl and she was only 14, but they said that she lied and she had an ID that said this, that, and the other, and this, that, and the other. And when I go back, I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn. Now, I don't know what's true and what's not because, like I said, my little 12, 13-year-old kid told me. But that just tells you the influence of social media, right? I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know, but if my 12, 13-year-old son is saying that, that means the world is saying that online.
Well, I know this story. Basically, they found his car. He's got a Tesla Model X. Yep. Looks just like mine, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. And they found, it'd been on the street for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
They finally towed it, and they find a dismembered body inside of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. They had some sort of relationship, I think starting when she was like maybe 12 and he was 17 or something. They had a live stream together. There is some sort of connection. Correct. There's text messages. She goes on his Discord and so forth. He gets, he mentions her name in songs and so forth. And then they find his body. It's his car. They search his house. He cancels his tour. He moves out of the house. But he hasn't been charged. So it's a really crazy situation because I guess, like, remember how quickly they arrested OJ? Mm-hmm. They found Nicole dead. Next thing you know, they're chasing him on the freeway. Like the next day or a couple days later. A bunch of time has passed and he hasn't been arrested. Like there's no probable cause, which almost made me think that maybe he didn't do it. Because you know how it is. You know how you have these entourage members, managers, hanger-ons, weed carriers, whatever else. And it's like, oh shit, this girl's telling me that she's gonna expose him for sleeping with an underage girl and ruin his whole career. That means my job is about to go away. I'm gonna go kill her for him, and I'm not, but then you don't know what to do. Once you kill somebody, what do you, I'm gonna stuff her in the car? Like, you don't know, and I wouldn't be completely surprised if he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but this is the thing with this story, which I was kind of, which made me feel a little way, right? Which is like, the police should be able to figure this out easily, right? You own a Tesla. Mm-hmm. I own a Tesla.
Yeah.
Right? You and I both know we can see who goes in that Tesla and who goes out that Tesla.
There's cameras everywhere.
Cameras everywhere. But not only that, you can see what card opens the car. You can see if it's a card. You can see if it's a phone. You can see whatever goes in there.
I didn't even think about that.
So they can go to that time where that car was and see the last person to go into that car just by going on that Tesla app. And if you think the Tesla company doesn't have at least a year or 6 months of footage, I'm sure they have it on a hard drive somewhere. So they can find immediately who was the last person to drive that car. They can see who parked that car on that street. They can see what phone it came from, and it has cameras everywhere.
Right, there's no actual physical key that you could put, there's no metal key you could put in a Tesla.
No.
It's these little, the handles are just buttons.
Or your cell phone.
It's a card or a cell phone.
And you can see what worked that day. Was it his cell phone? Because if it's his cell phone, you could put him at the point of the crime. Or he would have to say who used my phone that day.
Right, but you could have multiple card keys.
Correct.
For your Tesla.
You're right.
And you could say, yeah, I got 5 or 6 of these around. My manager uses it. My personal assistant uses it. My side chick uses it. Sometimes when I go out of town, I let people drive my car and so forth.
But you can see exactly who did it and who did not.
Yeah.
And then if worse comes to worse, you can look in the cameras. I mean, I can go with my Tesla cameras to see my kids in the camera. Me and my kids in the car, if they're in the car while whatever. While I'm running to the store to go get ice cream and the kids there, I can see them.
This makes it even crazier. So why hasn't he been arrested? Or why hasn't the suspect been arrested? I don't know.
If it wasn't a Tesla, then I'd be like, You know what I mean? And please believe there's cameras everywhere in LA. I'm sure, depending on what street it is, they can
Hollywood.
see who drove that car in, where it parked. Like, they can see all of that, the last person. And maybe they're going through footage now to see, but they can find that out, and I'm sure they possibly will.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Too much time has passed. Too much time has passed. Well, what do you got coming up next? I know you got the car shows.
Yeah, so I do the car show. Car show season's over, so we're going to do car shows next year. Right now, you know what? My daughter just got engaged, and I'm planning a wedding with her fiance. So that is what I'm doing now.
Right. But first, you're going to talk to her about the prenup.
I know you mentioned prenup, but we'll see. We'll see.
I'll be the bad guy. You can say, Vlad told me to ask you about this, so here's his number. You can get mad at him.
Here's his number. Get mad at him.
You can give my number to the fiance also. He can call me up and cuss me out. Yeah. He can cuss me out. I'm the purpose of all the craziness that will occur after it gets mentioned. But I just feel that prenups are very important in this day and age. This is not like our grandparents' time where people just stayed together, through thick and thin and died together. I mean, divorces happen 60% of the time. You don't know how things happen, especially she got a dad with a lot of money, a lot of money going to be flowing into her accounts and so forth. The last thing you want is for this not to work out a few years later and then suddenly she's having to pay him alimony.
Yeah.
He gets half of everything that you gave her. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
It's a lot.
That's the part I don't want to think about. I just want to think of planning, making my little baby happy.
But you got to think about it.
You're right. Because it's a business relationship.
Do you have car insurance?
Of course.
Do you think about getting into a horrific accident every day?
Not at all.
But you still have car insurance, right? When you get in your car, do you put on your seatbelt?
Of course.
Or do you think, I'm just going to get thrown clear. I'll be okay? No, you put on your seatbelt. That's what a prenup is. It's a seatbelt.
Yeah. I mean, I'll have that conversation. Because remember, I've been with my wife since 16, 15.
I'm not talking about your wife.
You're right.
I'm talking about your daughter.
You're right.
It's too late for you and your wife.
You're right.
That's it.
You're right.
Okay?
You're right.
She gonna take half if she leaves you.
She take more than half. I got 6 kids. Yeah.
But your daughter, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm putting that out there in the world.
I'm gonna have that conversation.